Um, my name is Kristo Klesment. I'm coming from a company called Elering. It's transmission system operator and quite infrastructure business, holding gas and electricity high volume networks. And what we have done in recent 3 years is that we have more focused on data exchange between market participants. It all started with 2013, 1st of January, opened electricity market for Estonian consumers. And we took over the rules and basic regulations from the Nord Pool area, which is Nordic, and originally from the Norway as the founder of Nord Pool. And then we figured out that it is wise to think what happens next, what the consumer wants, what market participants wants in a year, in a 3 years period. And we came up that the metering data itself is quite important. If consumers do not know what to do, what investment decisions to do, what technology exchange decisions to make, it is all based on reliable, verifiable data, metering data. And what we have built is kind of robust infrastructure for this that allows the utility metering database connected to our infrastructure and allow then to applications take this data if consumer allows it and compute it as it is needed then. And it is a little bit new approach for the electricity sector or domain. It has been very internal process before, and it is not, let's say, very business area where every rule is so clear to all market participants as in electricity line building or substation building. But we see that the most importance have protocol, that there must be some basic rules for how we change the messages between market participants, and it is good to agree on this. There is simple scheme how it looks like. On green area, you can see that there is 2 security servers, which is supported by adapter server. And on producer side, we see data server, data source server. And on the other side, it is application. For example, application can be, let's say, we have some water treatment company who has 50 pumps, and every pump has its metering point. Then the application can be that if the metering data is not coming in, please send SMS to technician or something like that. Architectural view is basically we have administration unit that is not seeing inside the messages. It is delivering message from the source to the application, and vice versa, allowing as much transparency as possible. And we think that auditability and log management is quite important. Of course, we have to manage also mandates, that if consumer allows use of their data, then it must be also controlled, that if consumer decides otherwise, then it is possible to do technically. And what we have done so far is that we have built also 5 first applications which have business cases and very rational business cases. We have also 5 strong partners have had in the project we ended last November, and we are cooperating also in the future. These are, in Estonian context, the strongest partners you can choose. One distribution, the main electricity distribution network operator, transmission system operator, then Ericsson as a global ICT company, then renewable association, which means all the wind parks and solar panel owners, and then one central heating operator with its approximately 1,000 metering points. And it has worked quite well. All applications are in pilot environment working. Some of them are now developing the applications to go to the live environment. It means that every consumer can access them. And it looks bright also to next applications, because we have next 5 applications who wants to sign agreement to use the platform as only application. They need access to this data. And we have also pre-agreements with some utility companies who are able to then give access to their database. And related to one application, which is when the market, electricity market started, then we checked out what is happening in the Nordic countries and in Europe widely. And we saw that, for example, in Denmark, there is some data hub system built up, and it is a very good solution. But what we did is actually we made the very basic functionality and very robust, and made it work in approximately 1 year period. It costs less than 1 million euros, and Denmark system costs approximately 150 million euros, and took 10 years to make from analysis to the applications. But it has been quite attractive in architectural view, because this simple approach allows also utility companies to develop more risk scenarios, and it is not so much dependent on one vendor only. And my message actually today is that please look around if you see business opportunities in your countries, and you have ability and also will to implement something similar in your country, then we are willing to license the software without any special financial damage. It means very low or maybe minimum cost at all. But our aim is that we could get more partners in this, that there is more development partners. And of course, if we can change the data between different parties, the wider the area, the better results.